I think my next one would be when I'm like, because I don't watch the news anymore, but I used to get triggered all the fucking time
Yeah.
watching the news because they would say something that is obviously fake and not true, and if somebody didn't have the background or the information otherwise, they would believe this and think it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I was actually, the news was going to be one of mine. That's why I don't watch the news anymore either. I can't. It's just like, they just try and show whatever opinion that, not necessarily even that, the anchor wants, it's whoever's signing their paycheck wants them to, shill. And, I mean, it's just so convoluted, I was talking to someone the other day about this. I was like, I don't think that any mainstream media organization, actually reports news anymore. It's all opinion, and editorial,
opinion and commentary on what's happening. But
what happened to the news?
They have specks of news, right? They have little tiny specks of news that there's some basis for the information, but it's generally completely twisted and distorted from the reality of the situation to frame a narrative to make you think and believe and to act in the way that they want you to.
Yeah.
I can say that this is the point, right? I always, for the most part, knew that the media would lie to you, or not specifically lie, but would twist things in a way to make you think a certain way. But the thing that got me is, I was never super big into politics prior to the 2016 election. And I mean, even before that, I didn't even vote in the 2016 election because I didn't think Hillary or Trump were worthy of my vote.
Yeah. You remember what I said back in 2016?
What's that?
I said, doesn't matter which one of them two wins. We're all still going to be fucked.
Right.
But at least if Trump wins, it's going to be entertaining.
That's true.
And you can't tell me it was not entertaining for you.
And I am a personal belief that if Hillary got elected, we would have been at a war with Iran within a year or two. But besides the point.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know now.
Right. So. Besides the point that when I really started seeing stuff is when Trump went to go visit the president or the king or whoever, the emperor of Japan, right? And they're walking across this balcony, and they start dropping flakes of food to the fish underneath in a pond, right? It's some completely like nondescript. It's not even an important action, right? So the emperor goes by and drops a couple sprinkles, and then he dumps the rest of the fish food into the pond. And then Trump walks up, he sprinkles a couple sprinkles, and then dumps the rest of the fish food into the pond. He does exactly what the emperor of Japan does. But when the media starts reporting it, right? They say that Trump tries to kill koi fish in Japan. What the fuck? And immediately at that point, I had a frame of reality on how ridiculous the media can be, and how stupid and how hard they can try to twist something into the president of the United States trying to kill the emperor of Japan's koi fish. I'm still triggered about it. You can see it. I'm still triggered about how stupid this is.
I knew that this was going to work out well. I agree. That is stupid. I don't remember that specific.
That is the specific moment where I was like, these people are completely full of shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and realistically, the only reason they do it is because they think it gets them, ratings or viewership or clicks or whatever the hell they use for a metric of how successful they are nowadays.
Well, they got a click, all right. They got a click in my brain on I'm turning you off because you're fucking worth jack.
You're worth jack. Jack
I
me off.
I mean, I know my language has been pretty strong at this point, but I was trying to calm it down a little bit with my jack. I'm just going to say Jack's, well, Justin's the worst thing, but...
Interesting. Very interesting.
Right. Anyways.
Another one for me.
Right.
Unless you want to continue to harp on the media.
I mean, is there enough time in the day?
We got at least another hour and a half of battery, so yeah.
I mean, the second media story that really got me was when, and people still believe it today, and I try to convince people that it's not true, but remember when the thing happened in Carolina, when they were taking down the statue and they were saying a bunch of Nazis and stuff like that?
Are you talking about the Confederate statues?
Yes.
Okay.
So you remember that?
I thought that was Virginia, though.
I don't remember where it was. It was somewhere down that area. Not really important. When Trump got up on the stage to talk to the media about it, he said that, I don't remember this exact wording. He said there was good people on both sides. The sentence directly after that, he said that there was that he completely condemns racists and white supremacists. The sentence directly after that, and the media just went with there's good people on both sides, as trying to state that Trump was saying that white supremacists are good people.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, and they duck around it, by this whole, editorial,
Right.
Opinion piece, everything. It's like, you read an article, like, on the internet nowadays. The whole thing, you can read the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to start skipping to the very last paragraph, because that's where they contradict everything they say. There is no evidence that any of this actually, they put these, printed in the end of the article. It's
Right.
in print. They acknowledge that nothing that they have said for the, previous 2 pages or whatever is factually accurate.
Right.
So, what are you even doing? What is the point?
They're just leading people into being
well,
dumb.
misleading people.
Yeah.
They're trying to herd all the sheep, on the edge of the cliff, and it's just like, yeah, come on.
And then even when they do make a mistake in the article, when they reprint it, millions and millions of people have read the article that was on the front page, but they're 2 weeks later, right? 2 weeks later, when they put the retraction or the correction in the middle or the back of the freaking newspaper or article, nobody sees it.
I agree.
There needs to be real ramifications for the, like, I personally believe that if you make a mistake or you report something inaccurately, you should spend the same amount of time or put that part of the retraction or correction in the same spot of the newspaper, magazine, or your news program. For example, I think for the next 2 years, CNN should talk about how the whole Russiagate thing was a hoax. That's what they should talk about for 4 years straight on CNN.
Yeah, but we all know that'll never happen.
Right.
So